After 60, your brain can still rewire itself. 5 simple habits to beat memory decline, backed by science. Introduction: a new perspective on aging and the brain. Hello, everyone. Aging is an inevitable process, but how we age, especially how our brain ages, is something we can take control of. Have you ever marveled at those individuals in their 80s or 90s who can recall even the smallest details of their childhood, while others in their 60s struggle to remember what they ate for breakfast? This stark difference is not just a matter of genetics or luck. It's about how we treat and train our brains. Science has now proven something extraordinary. Your brain doesn't have to age at the same rate as your body. In fact, regardless of whether you're 60, 70, or even 90, your brain has a remarkable ability to rewire itself, grow, and rejuvenate. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the science of brain health and uncover 5 simple yet powerful habits that can help you defy memory decline and keep your brain sharp, alert, and healthy. These habits are not just based on theories. They're backed by cutting-edge research and real-world success stories. Let's start with a groundbreaking discovery that's revolutionized how we think about aging in the brain. 1. The discovery of brain plasticity, a revolutionary breakthrough. Imagine your brain as a lush, vibrant garden. For decades, scientists believed that this garden would inevitably deteriorate with age. They thought that as we grew older, the flowers of memory and cognition would wither, and the weeds of forgetfulness and confusion would take over. But in 2007, researchers made a discovery that changed everything. Our brains can create new neural connections every single day, even in old age. This phenomenon, known as brain plasticity, is like discovering that your garden can flourish indefinitely, as long as you care for it properly. What is brain plasticity? Brain plasticity, or neuroplasticity, refers to the brain's ability to adapt, rewire, and even regenerate throughout life. This means that no matter how old you are, your brain can learn new skills, form new memories, and even repair itself after injury. For example, if you've ever learned a new language, skill, or hobby as an adult, you've experienced brain plasticity in action. When stroke survivors regain lost abilities through therapy, it's because their brain is rewiring itself to compensate for damaged areas. The science behind it. In the early 20th century, scientists believed that the brain was a static organ, unchangeable after childhood. But groundbreaking studies in recent decades have proven otherwise. One of the most notable studies was conducted by researchers at the University of California. They discovered that the human brain has 86 billion neurons, each capable of forming thousands of connections. Even in old age, these neurons can create new pathways, strengthen existing ones, and adapt to new challenges. This discovery shattered the myth that aging inevitably leads to cognitive decline. Instead, it showed that with the right habits and lifestyle, you can keep your brain as sharp as ever. Why this matters? Understanding brain plasticity gives us hope. It means that memory loss, confusion, and cognitive decline are not inevitable parts of aging. By adopting certain habits, you can nurture your brain and unlock its full potential, no matter your age. But just like a garden, your brain needs regular watering and care. Neglect it, and the weeds of forgetfulness will take over. So, how do you nurture this miraculous organ? Let's move on to the first habit. A simple yet transformative ritual that takes just 10 minutes a day. 2. Habit 1. The 10-minute brain bath ritual. Have you ever wished you could reset your brain, like rebooting a computer? While we can't literally restart our brains, there's a simple practice that comes close. The 10-minute brain bath ritual. This daily habit is like giving your brain a warm, soothing shower, washing away stress, and preparing it to function at its best. What is the brain bath ritual? The brain bath ritual is a form of guided meditation designed to calm your mind, enhance focus, and stimulate the growth of new neural connections. Here's how it works. 1. Find a quiet space. Sit comfortably in a chair or on the floor. 2. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. 3. Visualize a warm light. Imagine a gentle stream of golden light flowing from your forehead to the back of your neck, enveloping your brain in warmth and nourishment. 4. Repeat a positive affirmation. Say phrases like, "My brain is healthy and strong," or "My memory improves every day." The science behind it. You might be wondering, does this really work? The answer is a resounding yes. And here's why. Meditation increases gray matter. Studies have shown that just 8 weeks of daily meditation can increase gray matter in the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. Reduces stress hormones. Meditation lowers cortisol levels, which can damage brain cells over time. Enhances focus and clarity. By calming the mind, you improve your ability to concentrate and process information. Real-life success stories. Take Maria, a 65-year-old retired teacher. After struggling with forgetfulness and brain fog, she started practicing the brain bath ritual every morning. Within weeks, she noticed significant improvements in her memory and focus. Today, she's learning French and feels sharper than ever. How to get started. You don't need to be a meditation expert to benefit from this practice. Start with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase to 10 or 15 minutes. The key is consistency. Make it a non-negotiable part of your morning routine. Think of it as a mental cup of coffee, a way to energize your brain and prepare for the challenges of the day. Expanding further. To make this section more comprehensive, we could include detailed scientific studies on meditation and brain health, stories from individuals who've transformed their lives through meditation, tips for overcoming common challenges, like staying focused during meditation. 3. Habit 2, the forbidden foods that are actually good for your brain. When it comes to brain health, what you eat plays a pivotal role. The saying, "you are what you eat," couldn't be truer when it comes to your brain. Surprisingly, some foods that were once considered forbidden or indulgent are now recognized as powerful allies for cognitive function. Let's dive into the world of brain-boosting foods and uncover how they can nourish your mind and protect against memory decline. The role of food in brain health. Your brain is an energy-intensive organ, consuming about 20% of your body's total energy. To function optimally, it requires a steady supply of nutrients. However, as we age, the brain becomes more vulnerable to inflammation and oxidative stress, which can damage neurons and impair memory. This is where the right foods come in. They act as fuel and protection for your brain. The biggest enemy, chronic inflammation. One of the leading causes of memory decline is chronic inflammation. This invisible enemy damages brain cells over time, leading to conditions like Alzheimer's and dementia. The good news? Certain foods have powerful anti-inflammatory properties that can counteract this damage. Superfoods for your brain. Here's a list of forbidden or surprising foods that are actually great for your brain. 1. Dark chocolate. Why it's good? Dark chocolate, with at least 7% cocoa, is rich in flavonoids, antioxidants that improve blood flow to the brain and enhance memory. Scientific proof. A study published in Nature Neuroscience found that participants who consumed dark chocolate daily showed improved performance on memory tests. How to enjoy it. A small piece of dark chocolate, about 20 to 30 grams, as an afternoon snack can give your brain a boost. 2. Blueberries. Why it's good. Known as brain berries, blueberries are packed with antioxidants that protect the brain from oxidative stress and inflammation. Scientific proof. Research from Harvard Medical School found that regular consumption of blueberries can delay brain aging by up to 2.5 years. How to enjoy it. Add a handful of blueberries to your morning oatmeal or yogurt. 3. Turmeric. Why it's good. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound with powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Scientific proof. Studies have shown that curcumin can cross the blood-brain barrier and help reduce the buildup of amyloid plaques, which are linked to Alzheimer's. How to enjoy it. Try golden milk. Mix turmeric powder with warm milk, honey, and a pinch of black pepper to enhance absorption. 4. Omega-3 rich foods, sardines and walnuts. Why it's good. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential for brain health, particularly for maintaining the structure of brain cells. Scientific proof. A study by the Mayo Clinic found that omega-3s can reduce the risk of dementia by up to 40%. How to enjoy it. Sardines are a budget-friendly source of omega-3s. Pair them with whole grain crackers or add them to salads. 5. Fermented foods, kimchi, yogurt, sauerkraut. Why it's good. Fermented foods are rich in probiotics, which support the gut-brain axis, a vital connection between your digestive system and brain. Scientific proof. Research has shown that a healthy gut microbiome can improve mood, memory, and overall brain function. How to enjoy it. Incorporate a small serving of fermented foods into your meals daily. Foods to avoid. While adding brain-boosting foods is essential, it's equally important to limit foods that harm your brain, such as processed sugars, which cause inflammation, trans fats found in fried and processed foods, excessive alcohol, which damages brain cells. A day of brain-boosting meals. Here's a sample day of meals designed to nourish your brain. Breakfast, oatmeal with blueberries, walnuts, and a drizzle of honey. Lunch, grilled sardines with a side of mixed greens and olive oil. Snack, a small piece of dark chocolate and a cup of green tea. Dinner, turmeric spice lentil soup with a side of kimchi. By making small, intentional changes to your diet, you can provide your brain with the nutrients it needs to thrive. 4. Habit 3. Don't fall into the retirement trap. Retirement is often seen as a time to relax and enjoy life. While this is true, it's important to avoid falling into the retirement trap, where a lack of mental stimulation leads to rapid cognitive decline. The danger of cognitive decline in retirement. A 2023 study published in The Lancet revealed alarming statistics. Retirees who don't engage in regular mental activities can lose up to 30% of their cognitive function within 5 years. Why does this happen? Lack of mental challenges. The brain, like a muscle, needs regular exercise to stay strong. Without it, neural connections weaken. Social isolation. Many retirees experience reduced social interaction, which can negatively impact brain health. The solution: lifelong learning. The key to avoiding the retirement trap is to keep your brain active and engaged. Here are some ways to do that. 1. Learn a new skill. Why it works. Learning stimulates the brain, creating new neural connections and strengthening existing ones. Examples: take up a musical instrument. Enroll in an art or photography class. Learn a new language. 2. Change daily habits. Why it works. Even small changes can challenge your brain and improve neuroplasticity. Examples: brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Take a different route when walking or driving. Try cooking a new recipe with unfamiliar ingredients. 3. Play brain-stimulating games. Why it works. Games like puzzles, chess, and Sudoku challenge your brain and improve problem-solving skills. Scientific proof. A study from the University of Edinburgh found that adults who regularly played brain games had better memory and reasoning skills. Advanced option. Try the dual NBAC game, which has been scientifically proven to enhance working memory and IQ. 4. Volunteer or mentor. Why it works. Volunteering keeps you socially connected and gives you a sense of purpose, which is crucial for mental health. Examples: mentor a young person in your community. Volunteer a local charity or library. Real-life inspiration. John's story. John, a retired engineer, found himself feeling bored and forgetful after retiring at 65. Instead of succumbing to this, he decided to learn woodworking, a skill he'd always admired but never pursued. Not only did he create beautiful furniture, but he also noticed significant improvements in his memory and focus. Expanding further. To make this section even more comprehensive, we could include more inspiring stories of retirees who transformed their lives through new hobbies. Provide a step-by-step guide for choosing a new skill or activity. Highlight additional research on the benefits of lifelong learning. 5. Habit 4. Optimize sleep to protect your brain. Sleep is not just a period of rest. It's a critical time for your brain to repair, regenerate, and refresh itself. Yet, as we age, many of us struggle with sleep quality, often resorting to sleeping pills that can do more harm than good. Let's explore why sleep is so essential for brain health and how you can optimize it naturally. Why sleep matters for your brain. During sleep, your brain goes through a series of processes that are vital for cognitive function. 1. Memory consolidation. Sleep helps transfer short-term memories to long-term storage, making it easier to recall important information. 2. Toxin removal. During deep sleep, the brain's glymphatic system clears out waste products, including beta-amyloid, a protein linked to Alzheimer's. 3. Neural repair. Sleep allows neurons to repair themselves, ensuring they function optimally the next day. The impact of poor sleep on brain health. Chronic sleep deprivation or poor quality sleep can have devastating effects on the brain, including impaired memory and concentration, increased risk of dementia and Alzheimer's, higher levels of stress and anxiety, reduced ability to learn new information. The problem with sleeping pills. While sleeping pills may seem like a quick fix, they often disrupt the natural sleep cycle, particularly the deep sleep stages where most brain repair occurs. Over time, this can lead to dependency and worsen cognitive decline. Natural ways to optimize sleep. 1. Create a sleep-inducing environment. Darkness is key. Use blackout curtains or an unmasked blockout light. Cool temperature. Keep your bedroom between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius for optimal sleep. Limit noise. Use earplugs or a white noise machine to drown out disturbances. 2. Establish a bedtime routine. Wind down. Spend 30 minutes before bed doing relaxing activities like reading or meditating. Avoid screens. The blue light from phones and tablets suppresses melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep. Set a consistent schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. 3. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. This simple breathing exercise can help calm your mind and prepare your body for sleep. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 4 to 5 times to relax your nervous system and fall asleep faster. 4. Incorporate natural sleep aids. Herbal teas, chamomile, valerian root, and lavender teas promote relaxation. Magnesium. This mineral helps regulate neurotransmitters that promote sleep. Consider taking a magnesium supplement or soaking in an Epsom salt bath before bed. Melatonin supplements. Use these sparingly and only under the guidance of a healthcare professional. The role of daytime habits in sleep quality. What you do during the day also affects how well you sleep at night. Exercise regularly. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise daily, but avoid vigorous activity close to bedtime. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Both can disrupt your sleep cycle if consumed in the afternoon or evening. Get sunlight exposure. Natural light helps regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep at night. Real life story. Sarah's sleep transformation. Sarah, a 68-year-old grandmother, struggled with insomnia for years. After implementing a consistent bedtime routine and practicing the 4-7-8 breathing technique, she noticed a dramatic improvement in her sleep quality. Not only did she feel more rested, but her memory and mood also improved significantly. Six. Habit 5. Never let yourself feel lonely. Loneliness is often referred to as the silent killer of brain health. It doesn't just affect your emotions. It has a profound impact on your cognitive function and overall well-being. The link between loneliness and brain health. A 2022 study found that loneliness increases the risk of developing dementia by 40%. Prolonged feelings of isolation can lead to reduced brain activity, increased levels of stress hormones like cortisol, which damage neurons over time, higher rates of depression and anxiety, both of which impair memory and focus. Why social connections matter. Humans are inherently social beings. Interacting with others stimulates the brain, encouraging the growth of new neural connections. Social activities also boost the production of oxytocin, a hormone that reduces stress and promotes feelings of happiness. How to stay connected and combat loneliness. 1. Build a daily connection habit. Send a message. Spend 20 seconds each day sending a voice message or text to a friend or family member. Make a phone call. Hearing a familiar voice can instantly lift your mood and reduce feelings of isolation. 2. Join community groups, clubs, and classes. Participate in activities like book clubs, gardening groups, or art classes to meet like-minded individuals. Volunteer. Helping others not only benefits your community, but also gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. 3. Adopt a pet. Why it works. Pets provide companionship and a sense of responsibility. Studies have shown that interacting with animals can lower stress and improve mental health. Options. If adopting a pet isn't feasible, consider volunteering at an animal shelter or pet sitting for friends. 4. Use technology to your advantage. Video calls. Platforms like Zoom or FaceTime make it easy to stay connected with loved ones, even if they live far away. Social media. Join online communities or forums related to your interests. 5. Practice random act of kindness. Why it works. Small gestures, like complimenting a stranger or helping a neighbor, create positive social interactions and boost your mood. Real life story. Mark's journey out of loneliness. Mark, a 72-year-old widower, felt isolated after losing his wife. Encouraged by his daughter, he joined a local gardening club where he met new friends and rediscovered his passion for plants. Today, Mark not only feels more connected, but also reports improved memory and a greater sense of purpose. The science of oxytocin and brain repair. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, plays a crucial role in brain health. It repairs damaged neurons, reduces inflammation in the brain, enhances memory and learning. By fostering social connections, you naturally boost oxytocin levels, creating a protective shield for your brain. Expanding further. To make this section even more comprehensive, we could include additional research on the effects of loneliness on brain health, provide a step-by-step guide for building meaningful relationships, share more stories of individuals who overcame loneliness and improved their cognitive function. 7. Conclusion. Your brain is a magical universe. Dear friends, your brain is nothing short of a miracle. With its 86 billion neurons and infinite capacity for learning, adapting, and growing, it's one of the most complex and powerful systems in the known universe. And here's the best part. No matter your age, you have the ability to nurture and harness its full potential. The habits we discuss today, meditation, nourishing your brain with the right foods, lifelong learning, optimizing sleep, and staying socially connected, are not just tips for better brain health. They're tools to rewrite the narrative of aging, turning what many view as a period of decline into a time of growth, joy, and discovery, a new perspective on aging. Instead of fearing memory loss or cognitive decline, let's embrace the fact that we have the power to shape our brain's future. Each day is an opportunity to strengthen your mind, create new memories, and live a fulfilling life. Remember, your most beautiful memories are not behind you. They're still waiting to be created. Eight. Real-life stories of brain transformation. To inspire you further, here are some real-life stories of individuals who defied the odds and rejuvenated their brains through simple yet powerful habits. Story 1. Anna's journey to rediscovering herself. At 67, Anna felt like her memory was slipping away. She often forgot names and misplaced items, which left her feeling frustrated and anxious. After watching a documentary on brain health, Anna decided to take action. She started with small changes, practicing the 10-minute brain bath meditation every morning, adding blueberries, walnuts, and turmeric to her diet, joining a local art class to learn watercolor painting. Within 6 months, Anna noticed a significant improvement in her memory and focus. Today, she's not only sharper, but also more confident and happier. Underscore, 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 underscore. Story 2. David's retirement renaissance. David, a retired architect, struggled with boredom and loneliness after leaving his career at 65. He found himself spending hours watching TV and feeling disconnected from the world. One day, his granddaughter introduced him to a language learning app. Intrigued, David began learning Spanish, a language he had always admired but never had time to study. This simple habit sparked a chain reaction. He joined a local Spanish-speaking club, where he made new friends. He started traveling to Spanish-speaking countries, immersing himself in the culture. His newfound passion gave him a sense of purpose and dramatically improved his mood and cognitive function. Underscore, 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 underscore. Story 3. Maria's social revival. Maria, a 72-year-old widow, felt isolated after her husband passed away. Her days were lonely, and her nights were filled with restless sleep. Encouraged by her daughter, Maria began volunteering at a local animal shelter. This decision changed her life. Caring for animals gave her a sense of responsibility and joy. Interacting with fellow volunteers helped her rebuild her social circle. Her sleep improved, and she felt more energized and mentally sharp. Maria's story is a testament to the power of connection and purpose in maintaining brain health. Underscore, 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 underscore. 9. Daily brain boosting routine, a step-by-step guide. To make it easier for you to implement these habits, here's a simple daily routine. Morning. 1. Start with a brain bath ritual. Spend 10 minutes meditating and visualizing positivity. 2. Have a brain-boosting breakfast. Include foods like oatmeal with blueberries and walnuts. 3. Learn something new. Spend 15 to 20 minutes reading, solving a puzzle, or practicing a skill. Afternoon. 1. Take a walk. Physical activity improves blood flow to the brain. 2. Snack smart. Enjoy a piece of dark chocolate or a handful of nuts. 3. Socialize. Call a friend or join a community activity. Evening. 1. Wind down. Spend 30 minutes reading or journaling before bed. 2. Practice the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Relax your mind and prepare for restful sleep. 3. Reflect on the day. Think about one thing you learned or enjoyed. Underscore, 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 underscore. 10. The science behind the habits. A deeper dive. For those who love understanding the why behind the what, here's a closer look at the science supporting these habits. Brain plasticity and meditation. A study from Harvard University found that meditation increases the thickness of the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and memory. Regular meditation also reduces the size of the amygdala, the brain's fear center, which helps manage stress and anxiety. The gut-brain connection. The gut is often called a second brain because it produces many of the same neurotransmitters as the brain, including serotonin and dopamine. A healthy gut microbiome, supported by fermented foods, can improve mood, memory, and cognitive function. The role of exercise in brain health. Physical activity increases the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that promotes the growth of new neurons. Even simple activities like walking have been shown to improve memory and reduce the risk of dementia. Social connection and longevity. A famous study from Harvard, known as the Grant Study, found that strong social connections are the most significant predictor of happiness and longevity. Interacting with others stimulates the brain, keeping it active and engaged. Underscore, 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 underscore. 11. Final words, your brain, your legacy. As you embark on this journey to nurture your brain, remember that every small step counts. Whether it's adding a handful of blueberries to your breakfast, calling an old friend, or taking a few minutes to meditate, each habit contributes to a healthier, sharper mind. Your brain is your legacy. It holds your memories, your dreams, and your potential. By caring for it, you're not just improving your own life, but also inspiring those around you to do the same. So start today. Your future self will thank you.